A dispute over a tire turns deadly. Hialeah police say a mechanic was doing some work on a customer's car when the customer became upset over a tire that had just been replaced with a used one. They say the customer threatened the mechanic with a machete, forcing him to take out his gun and open fire. It happened on West 2nd Avenue and 29th Street early this morning. Police say it was a justified shooting in self-defense.
At Demetrius Restaurant in Decatur, one man had to be rushed to the hospital. Atlanta News First Blake Devine is live at DeKalb County Police Headquarters. And Blake, the man confronted these thieves for trying to steal the restaurant owner's car, right?
Joy, this all happened around 6:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. Police say that a gunfire fight erupted right at this restaurant. Now, those that we talked to say it was actually the owner's husband who ran out into the parking lot to confront three men who were trying to steal his wife's orange Corvette. This is what people saw Saturday morning driving along Covington Highway in Decatur. Plenty of police in the parking lot at Dimitri's restaurant. 11-year-old Brooke Pope lives in the nearby neighborhood, woken up by the sound of gunfire.
We heard bang, bang. Like, we came outside, then we saw, like, a car sped off. It was like, what's going on? And then, like, we went back to sleep. And then when we woke back up, it was police cars, like, everywhere around here.
According to DeKalb County Police, the owner's husband was sitting inside the restaurant with several other employees when they noticed three men breaking into a car in the parking lot. They met these men with gunfire as several shots were fired back and forth.
That's scary. It's crazy. I couldn't believe it. When I heard about it when I first got here, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, you gotta be kidding. That's why I had to come over and look at the glass.
Patrick Dent frequently eats at this mom and pop shop, completely shocked that this happened.
From what I can see with the glass windows, it's about 5 or 6 bullet holes in those windows there.
When police officers arrived on scene around 6:30 a.m., they discovered a 54-year-old man with a gunshot wound to his torso. He was immediately transported to a nearby hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Dent says the owner is excellent and hopes the restaurant reopens soon.
She is a really beautiful person, spirited person, and very welcoming, so I just pray for the family.
As of now, nobody is currently in custody, and police haven't released any detailed descriptions of the three suspects. Reporting live in DeKalb County, Blake Devine, Atlanta News First.
They killed a man in St. Petersburg this afternoon. Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
And I'm Paul Vocero. Thanks for joining us for News Channel 8 on the CW Tampa Bay. This happened at a house under construction on Farragut Drive North. News Channel 8's Marilyn Parker is live from the police department. Marilyn, what are police telling you tonight?
Well, the police say that this was a case of a father defending his son. The father and son were tile workers. They got into an argument with the general contractor, and police say that contractor ended up dead. Detectives stand in front of a house that's under construction. Look closely. In evidence tech, bags a gun. This house off Farragut Drive North was a crime scene Friday. Police say one man was killed. A neighbor we spoke with didn't want to be shown on camera, but says he was home when it happened.
I did hear a couple of loud noises, but there's been so much construction going on over there for the last 6 months or so that I really didn't pay any attention to it until I saw all the police.
St. Pete PD says there was an argument about payment between the general contractor, 38-year-old Mostafa Abodo, and a tile worker. Police say tempers flared and the workers started smashing completed tiles when Abodo grabbed a gun from his truck. They say the worker's father, Yamil Benitez, who was also laying tile, pulled out a gun and shot Abodo to defend his son.
It's very surprising to find that out, and it's very sad.
We saw officers bring a few men back to the scene. They got into a truck with construction equipment on the trailer. We tried speaking with them, but they declined. Investigators determined this was justifiable self-defense. Benitez was not arrested. We're live in St. Pete tonight. Marilyn Parker, 8 on your side.
We're following a number of breaking stories on the Crime Watch tonight. A Lafayette man is in the hospital after being shot in the chest during a home invasion in Iberia Parish. 47-year-old Casey Moe is accused of breaking into not one, but 2 homes here on Dolphin Street in Iberia. Sheriff's deputies say Mo was shot by the homeowner in the second home. In addition to home invasion charges, Mo is also accused of attempted murder. That's because he allegedly stabbed 2 people during the first home invasion.
And we continue to follow that breaking news out of the Harlow neighborhood of Eugene, where police have responded to a shooting at a convenience store. Now, police say there is no ongoing threat to the community. Our KEZI 9 News reporter Noah Chavez is still on scene. And Noah, you've learned some new information in the past half hour. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Albert, here's what we learned. Eugene police confirmed that this is a situation of an armed robbery with a gun. That the suspect pulled a gun on the store owner, and it was actually the store owner who shot that suspect. Now, we did confirm at the beginning of the 6 o'clock hour that that suspect was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. And also, that store owner himself not injured. Now, just speaking with some of the residents who live here at Stadium Park Apartment, which is right across the street from the store behind me, they all said pretty much the same thing, that they heard the sound of a gunshot, immediately followed by the sounds of screaming from that suspect, along with the suspect screaming, "I don't want to die." Shortly thereafter, Eugene police did show up and put the suspect in handcuffs before Eugene Springfield Fire was able to perform or give medical aid to that suspect. Ever since then, as you can see behind me, more and more police are being pulled off the scene of the situation. Now, again, like you mentioned, Albert, earlier, this scene is pretty much, or rather, there's not a threat to the community. Again, it was a situation of a robbery gone bad, where the suspect was ultimately shot by the store owner. Reporting live in Eugene, Noah Chavez, KEZI 9 News.
If the criminal does not fear the police, a judge, or prison, he must be taught to fear his victims.